And welcome to Computercraft Open Peripherals Programming Tutorial number 10. And for the 10th tutorial, uh, I decided to show you some ways of breaking out of loops. So we're going to start off with editing tutorial 10, like we start out all tutorials. And we're first going to do this here. We're going to make a while loop that will run forever. Help if I spelled that right. While true, do. End. This loop will run indefinitely here, while true, which means it will never become false. Okay? While true, do. We're going to say while true, do the following. I equals I plus 1. Okay, so it's going to keep adding 1 to I. Then it's going to print I. Okay, let me make this a little bit cleaner so it can be easily read. Okay. Before that, we do need to set the I equals 0 up here. Sorry about that. So I equals I plus 1, print I. Now, we're going to make a way for this program to end. Okay? If I is equal to 20, then break. End. Break here is one of the ways of breaking out of the while loop to end the program. Okay? So, let's save it, exit, tutorial 10. You noticed it went up to 20 and ended. It's always wise to add a break command in indefinite loops. The reason why is, well, let me show you this here real quick. Edit tutorial 10. And if we comment out the if here, it will keep on going and going and going and going for quite a long while. If you noticed, it got up to 1,900 or 199,885 before the BIOS kicked it out. That is a lot of resources your computer just ate up running that program, and you really will end up breaking your computer. So, like I said, supply something along those lines. Okay? So it's always wise to break out of it whenever you can. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the other way of doing this. Function. Okay? We're going to make it just a simple function. I know you can do this with, let me just make a different program for this one here real quick. Save, exit. Tutorial 10.2. Okay. Okay, I know that you can take the math.square and immediately get an answer, okay? But I just wanted to show this on how it would work. B equals A times A, okay? pretty much what it does is squares it, doubles it, multiplies it with itself. That's what a square is. And we will return b to the answer and in that function. Now we're going to take a number, so we're just going to say num equals 14. Okay. We need an answer for what's the square root of 14. So we're going to say run the function square with num or 14 as the answer. Let me see if I can break this down a little bit simpler. Answer is a variable equals the function square, the square number num equals 14, the variable that can be accepted here. And when it runs through this, it's going to say, well, b equals 14 times 14. Then it's going to return that answer, b, to whatever called that function. So it's going to return b to answers as a numerical value. You can have it return strings and other stuff, but I'm just showing this as returning it as a variable back to answers. Alright, now we need to see what that answer is, so we're just going to print answers. I know I showed you in the function tutorial that you can print right inside the function, but this way we will just print the answer afterwards, after this is processed. Okay, so let's save, exit, tutorial 10.2. Okay, so 14 times 14 is 196. Alright, so you can also use return in a repeating loop, an indefinite loop, to return a set number when it gets to that set number, but it would have to be inside of a function. So until next time, if you have any issues with this, comment below. I'll be glad to help you out. Like and subscribe if this has helped you out. And until next time, later Gators.